We can reduce our involvement and therefore reduce the cost over time and as soon as we could. And actually that was critical to meet the financial requirements of the whole end-to-end arrangement. So skills transfer was a key thing. Next came policing outcomes.
And what that does is, as I say, it just sort of says, this is what we want, come and talk to us, this is what we're after, these are our requirements of the marketplace. We completed a pre-qualification questionnaire for all the interested parties, and what in essence you then do is you hone it down to who are the real partners on the park that actually could really add value. And then what you do is you start a period of 4 to 5 months of highly structured, open, honest, competitive dialogue, having those conversations, trying to shape what the partnership might look like, what the contract construct would be.
When under enemy mortar or machine gun fire, every second counted, and every second seemed like an eternity for a 26-year-old platoon commander. I could still remember my company commander spending up to 2-3 minutes on the combat net radio, identifying the positions of each platoon as well as enablers prior to calling in and direct fire. If we had access to the integrated soldier system, it would have definitely enhanced our overall situational awareness and decision action cycle.
If I had to do it all over again, I would create and empower a change management team and position them near the CEO. That makes a huge difference in the decision-making process and in all the politics that we were talking earlier. I would say have a vision, not only a plan, create a story around it, generate a dream, make people see their future and appreciate it. Develop and coordinate a plan, then walk the walk. Do what you say you were going to do.
More importantly, though, we were able to have the really hard conversations about when things weren't working, and be able to say to somebody like, this process is broken, and do it in a way that is not emotionally charged from that perspective. When you've got a close relationship in that room, you have somebody that you can work with, have that conversation, figure out a strategy together, and then go off in different directions. And it's not an easy conversation. I never like to hear that one of my consultants has made a mistake, but you've got to own that and then figure out how to address it. Just like clients don't particularly love to hear the same message when it goes the other way, but you need to have that conversation.
If I think about 3 things that as an executive on one of these projects, I would think about every single day, or try to focus on those aspects of the project. One would be partnership and governance, right? And ensuring you've got the right governance models in place. The second one is, data, and more about data. Like how are we managing the data in the organization? And the third most important one to me would be the people and the management of change.